Hey guys, thanks so much for clicking on the video. My name is James Caldwell of spillitboy.com. Today we are going to talk about Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. This is season 1, episode 2. Okay, so here we go. They're basically picking up right where they left off last week. But the only thing we're adding more characters because there's more characters. That's the one thing that I don't know if this is going to actually play out good for the show or bad for the show. There are a hell of a lot of actual characters for this show. And it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to keep up if you don't really know these people. A lot of them I know, a lot of them I'm not really familiar with. So I don't know how that's going to play out. But I guess we'll see. I'll be here with you guys week to week, and we'll work our way through it. We start right back in the club where they were. They were at the event for Ray J, the launch of RayJ.com, and everything was going on with Tierra Marie and the new girlfriend. The new girlfriend, basically, I've been seething since last week because that bitch violated. I don't give a damn how we look at it. Princess, the new girl of Ray J's, she violated. Whatever was going on with Tierra Marie and Ray J was going on with Tierra Marie and Ray J. She don't have any business with any pictures in her phone of things that were in Tierra's purse. She had no business touching Tierra's purse. That's just it. Whenever there's a situation with exes, you let them hash that out. Why you got your motherfucking ass up in it? So I already don't like Princess before I even met her. And Ray, we're going to have an issue. I like Ray J. I always like Ray J. It's always just a cute little thing. The more I'm seeing of Ray J, it's only been 1-2 weeks now. I'm not really digging you, dude. You got a lot of bitch assness going on. If you really notice, the whole time everything's going on, Ray J's just grinning and smiling and laughing because everything's so funny. And there was nothing funny about what was actually going on. He was being very disrespectful, calling Tierra Marie bitches and get that bitch out of here and all this kind of carrying on. I wasn't feeling that, and I'm not feeling that. And the more I see of Ray J, the less I'm liking of Ray J, and that's not good. This is only 2 weeks in, and I'm just getting a bit tired of him. But I'll, continue on and bring you up to speed on why as we go forward. So that was the whole thing. They broke them all up. Tierra Marie threw her glass of drink at Princess, which was really nice. She should have done more than that. Morgan is another bitch to watch. As I'm watching her, Miss Morgan, I ain't feeling your blockhead ass either. But again, I'll go into that a little bit more as well. But I think they all tried it at that party. They were out of order. Morgan was out of order. Ray J was out of order. And that motherfucking Princess was definitely out of order. She was trying to show off. But Tierra Marie's not the bitch to show off on because she's 0 to 10 real fast. And I'm glad she is that way. Let's move on before I get on my soapbox. Moniece and April met up together. Moniece is the baby's mom of Fizz, and April is Omarion's baby's mom. And that's the one thing I did. There's some very pretty girls in this. They really are. They're pretty girls. Tierra Marie's gorgeous. April and Moniece, they're very pretty girls. On this show, and then you have some that are not so pretty, and they really do stick out like a sore thumb, like that Hazel. Hazel E is a hot mess, and she's an old hot mess. I know I gave Carly Red the blues with Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, but God knows Carly Red's not ugly. Hazel E is just flat out motherfucking ugly. She's really, oof, child, she's a monkey with a blonde wig on. But anyway, I'll get back to her later. I'm running ahead of myself. There was a lot going on this episode. But anyway, Moniece and April meet up, and she's basically telling, Moniece is telling April that she wants to meet up with Amanda, which is Omarion's new girlfriend. She wants to meet up with her because she's around the baby and this, that, thing, and the other. I was kind of feeling in my gut that that's not going to be a good meeting. And the funny thing was April was feeling the same way. And she's like, are you going to be nice or you going to, let's deal with this decent. Don't, turn up. And I'm like, okay. She's like, oh, no, whatever. They go on, and the next thing we see Amanda and Fizz. Fizz is basically, and I didn't like this, he's basically dumping himself and the baby onto Amanda. He's like trying to make her stepmommy, and that you could tell that wasn't really the way that she was trying to go originally. But I think she's kind of like, anybody who's around a kid for any period of time, you kind of fall in love with them or something's wrong with you. And I think he's starting to take to her, and because she's telling him, come on, you ready to go to bed and everything, and he's listening. So that tells you right away how much time this woman is spending with this kid, and she's getting attached. So she's kind of falling into the trap, and that's exactly what it is. It's a trap. Little Fizz, I thought he was treating her like she was the fucking nanny with no pay, is what I was getting. That's the tea that I caught. But anyway, she explained to him that the baby's mammy wanted to meet up with her, and she was willing to go meet with her and talk because, again, as a woman, she felt like they should have some common ground. Fizz is like laughing again the whole time. All these little guys on here, there's a bunch of punk motherfuckers on here. I wouldn't date anybody like them. It's just, they're not giving me anything at all. They're all like little boys. Fizz, you're not trying to take care of your issues. You grinning and smiling, everything's funny. Omarion, he grinning and smiling, and his mammy's acting a motherfucking clown. Cause she acts a goddamn fool. And fucking Ray Ray, that bullshit. But anyway, moving on. He was telling her basically, I don't think it's a good idea, but key, snicker, 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 knowing that she's going to go ahead and go. Foolishness. So, we'll get back to them. Then I see this Nikki broad. Now, I don't know who cast this drag queen. Cause she's truly a drag queen. There ain't no way to even get around it. She's a rich airhead. She's an absolute fucking cotton ball with a wig on. She got a fake ass. She got fake titties. She got all kind of worker shit done in her face. She is a drag queen in the worst kind of way. Just terrible. Everything's fake. Too much hair, too much titties, too much ass, just too much. She's too much. I don't even think they would have let her through the casting for RuPaul's Drag Race. But Mona threw her up on here, and she looks ridiculous. So she's bringing herself, basically, like I said, she's a little rich girl who is running, her family has bars and strip clubs and all that kind of stuff. And they introduced her. She actually was dating Molly Mall. He basically is a playboy for the most part. And they have one of those relationships where they go in and out and they break up and they get back together. Know how that whole thing works. Okay, so we met her. Moving on. We go from that to Young Berg and that damn Hazel E. I said before, puts me in mind of the whole Carly Red situation that we had in Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. She's an old bitch trying to suck the life out of some young boy. Okay? So I'm looking at this old ass motherfucking vampire monkey with the goddamn wig on. Blonde wig. She's an ugly motherfucker. Her features are hard like Chinese arithmetic. Okay? She not cute. Not a cute girl. The bitch is old. She's trying to be young. Her body's old. She's pretty much, together for a bitch her age. But when you stick her up against a Tierra Marie or one of these other little girls, fuck April's, 8 months pregnant in these scenes? She don't got a motherfucking thing for them. This bitch is old and decrepit. Okay? She's waiting on her bandages to go in her motherfucking tomb. But anyway, she's over here. Now, she's trying to convince Young Berg. They're just introducing him. Young Berg, the rapper. she wants to be in an exclusive relationship with Young Berg. He ain't feeling it at all. He's fucking her and keeping it moving. He told her that. He told her that. She just wouldn't let it go. No, I want you to do me, to do me wrong. Cheat on me and just wouldn't let it go. He literally sat there and told her, I don't want to be with you, bitch. I'll fuck you some more, but I don't want to be with you. But she continued on with her stupid self, begging and carrying on until he's like, all right, well, fuck her. I ain't stop fucking that old pussy, so I'm going to go ahead and tell this bitch whatever I need to tell her so I keep sticking that box. And that's basically what he did. And really, I didn't understand. Again, one of these young boys wouldn't go to, I would go to the corner store with that motherfucker. You're sitting there telling her basically you don't want her. I don't get it. I don't get it. And they don't seem as though they're giving up any money. It'd be different if these girls was tricking. I don't see anybody giving up any money except for Ray J. Now, Ray J was buying designer bags and shit. So I see that. But everybody else either ain't got no motherfucking money, they mammy trying to spend all their damn money, or you just got a motherfucker that think they got good dick and don't got to give you no money. I don't know about these people, honey. These people are clowning. And as bad as I read and rode Carly Red's back, that bitch was about a coin, okay? So you got to respect a bitch that's about a coin. I don't understand these old whores chasing these young boys and just trying to suck that. Well, that's something. If you want to suck the blood out of them, I guess. Anyway, moving on. Morgan and Tierra Marie actually sat down to talk about what actually had went on. And I decided at that point that I don't have any use for Morgan. The bitch is an opportunist. And she's always going to lean to the side that she thinks is the winning side. And that's not the type of bitch that needs to be friends with anybody. You understand? She doesn't even deserve the type of friendship that she has with Tierra Marie. And for some reason, is it just me? Please leave it down in the comments. Does it seem as though she's trying to paint Tierra Marie out like she has all these emotional problems? Now, the only problem she got is she's in love with a motherfucker that ain't in love back with her. That's all I see. I'm just saying. Okay? And yes, that's an issue. But given time, she'll get over that. But all the issues that they're trying to point out that she has, I don't see all that. I don't see all that. But I think Morgan's an opportunist, and the bitch is always leaning toward whoever she thinks is the winning. And I saw Tierra Marie being 100 with her. And if y'all didn't clock this, you needed to. Tierra Marie told her, no matter how we are feeling about each other right now, and I was not going to turn up on you, I was not going to hit you, and she wasn't. She wasn't trying to get physical with Morgan. Morgan was just full of shit. Okay? And then Morgan turned around and called her all kind of bitches. She was out of order at that party for Ray J. But anyway, when they were sitting there discussing it, Tierra Marie told her under no uncertain terms, if a bitch came in here and talked reckless to you, bitch, I would jump on that bitch. Up in here, I would jump dead on her. And she's like, I know that. And that bitch in turn turned around. Did you catch this now? Turned around and said, and if a bitch came in here and jumped on you, I would jump in. Tierra Marie was so in her feelings, the bitch didn't even pay attention. She didn't even hear what the fuck was said. She didn't hear it. Bitch, you're ready to leap on a motherfucker just at the thought of them trying to do something to this whore. This bitch is giving, I'll back you up if shit get too tough. That bitch is not your friend. She's leaning toward what she thinks is the winning side. She think Ray Ray and Miss Princess is the winning side. So Tierra Marie really needs to leave that motherfucking Morgan alone and let her go on over there with Ray Ray and Princess. Because they think them girls got the winning side, honey. And yeah, I know what I said. Them girls. Ray Ray and Princess. Because that's what I'm getting out of Ray J. Ray Ray. You're running around here like a little bitch. Like you and Tierra Marie wasn't laying up and being a couple. You act like you one of her girlfriends that she done fell out with. It is really disturbing to see. I don't care for it at all. It's really petty and it doesn't look good. Not a good look at all, dude. He had that little conversation with Sincere, and telling him, you know, she got something coming. This, that, thing, the other. Bitch ass mess. Ridiculous. Like a little bitch. It was ridiculous. Go on, Ray Ray. Anyway, moving on. Next I seen Tierra Marie met up with that goddamn ugly ass Hazel. With her monkey ass. They basically kind of went back and forth. She's telling them, you know, telling her I was so happy that you had my back. And this, that, thing, and the other at the Ray J thing. And then some kind of way the conversation kind of flipped. And Tierra was giving Hazel some straight up advice. And telling her the right thing. Hazel didn't like it, though she didn't come out of a bag on Tierra at that time. You know, Tierra was telling the truth. She's like, girl, well, he don't even treat you right. And all that. And you're telling me like you're trying to get with him. Are you sure, you know what you're doing, this, that, thing, and the other. A whole mess. That was a whole mess. And she just basically held on to that shit and didn't say anything. She didn't, like, say anything. It was like, whatever, Hazel, sitting up there looking like Big Ange. But anyway, I said, okay. Now, and I'm going to come back to Hazel, and we're going to finish up the video with Hazel and her shadiness with her ugly ass. But we'll go back, so just hold on with me, guys. Okay, another new character, Masika. Okay, Masika is a video vixen. Nice word for a hoe. Okay? She is the problem and the thorn in the side of Nikki. Because she also dates Molly Mall. Okay? He's flying her in and out of town and things like that. And she's basically a gold digger begging to be his woman. And he treats her like what she is. The bitch is a jump off. She's a hoe. And she don't really mean shit to him. I'll fly you out here and bang your box and send you on about your way. That's all she's good for. When the bitch sat in her confessional and said, he got my number from Justin Bieber. I don't know how to explain that. I do. You're an escort for not enough money, you dumb bitch. Because that's escort shit. For not enough money. You don't want the title of escort, but basically that's how you got the hookup. Justin Bieber said, hey, some good pussy over here. Gave out your number, bitch, and you came flying. Is that an escort or is that an escort? Anyway, she's useless as far as I'm concerned. Just a useless, over-made up motherfucking escort. She's another dragon. So we basically know Molly Mall likes drag queens. So, whatever. And I seen Dan Morgan and Nikki got together to talk about that whole thing. And the more I listen to Morgan is steadily dishing tea back and forth. She ain't nothing but a bone-carrying, troublemaking ass bitch. And she's a busybody. We ain't seen her man yet. She was talking about Molly Mall and what his looks were. We ain't seen your man yet, Morgan. And I have this bad feeling. Her and Ray J are always talking about, they were just friends this, that, and the other. I got this feeling deep down, and I hope they're not just lying, and maybe I'm wrong. If I am, I'll come back later and I'll apologize. But I believe that Ray J done had his little ding-a-ling up in her box, too. That Ray gets around. She'll take that little curve ding-dong and get you, honey, if you ain't paying attention. But I got a sneaking suspicion, because why did they feel the need to make that so prevalent that they never messed around? I don't believe it. We're going to hold on to that. We're going to see. Y'all can leave comments down in the bottom if you disagree or you agree with me. But we'll go ahead. If I'm wrong, you guys know me. I will come back and I will apologize. But something ain't right with that. That Morgan, again, I think she's an opportunist, and I think that she's taking the opportunity to jump on Ray Ray's little crooked ding-dong. But anyway, moving on. There's another character. Her name is Yessie, I believe it is. Y-E-S-I. Kind of ugly name. But anyway, she's a radio personality. Okay. Morgan actually took Nia Riley, which is Soulja Boy's girlfriend, for an interview on their radio station. She took her there, and they basically ambushed her. She had no idea. They basically going through the interview, and they sideswipe her. They're asking her, how long has she been with Soulja Boy? She's answered the question. She's all happy as shit. And then they drop the bomb on her. Well, bitch, did you see these photos of him with Corinne Steffens, girl? They're on Instagram. Corey's been with Superhit, Miss Thing. You didn't know? They gave her all of that. And nobody can tell me that fucking Morgan didn't know that Nia didn't know. It was ugly. Told you. Watch that motherfucking Morgan, old blockhead bitch. But anyway, so that was the whole thing. She went. She was pissed. She was very embarrassed. She ended up going to see Soulja Boy, this little punk, with his little dirty looking arms and neck. Because I got a good look at him. I took a good look at Soulja Boy. Yuck. He looks dirty. He looked like somebody took a fucking Crayola crayon and a marker and just went off and just wrote on him. But he's real, I don't know, some more of that flighty, too stuck on myself, punk bullshit he had going on. She's trying to explain to him how she felt, that kind of thing. He's basically playing past her, and he really dismissed her. And I just didn't understand it. I don't know what's going to happen with them next. I guess we'll see in the weeks to come. But if I was her, I'd let that motherfucker go like a hot potato. The way he dismissed her and her feelings, I didn't care for that at all. So all the guys, for the most part, are really working my nerves. They're working my nerves. Too bitchy for me. Too bitchy for my liking at all. Except for Molly Mall. And he's a fucking cheater. He's a straight up cheater from way back. You know. But I could deal with him better than these motherfuckers. These. Anyway, I don't want to call them all that. But okay, whatever. I'ma say it. Child, these sissies with thug clothes on, honey. That's what they all remind me of. I ain't real impressed with none of the guys on this show yet. I'm just saying. Anyway, moving on. Okay, so Tierra Marie decides that I said I was going to go back to Tierra Marie and that motherfucking mummy, that goddamn Hazel E. We ended up the show in a scene where they were at the tattoo parlor because Tierra Marie has a tattoo of Ray J's name on her side. So she wanted to get the tattoo fixed so it would get rid of Ray. So she had done that. Now they're in the shop. And she's saying how she feels good and she feels like a new woman and this, that, and the other. And that burden's been lifted. All that. Hazel takes the chance right there to take a dig at Tierra and say, you know, whatever, whatnot, and all that. I would have never gotten it tattooed on me. And it was a dig. And they had a couple words back and forth. And they got real turned up. Hazel was giving, you know, don't come at me like that, bitch. Don't talk to, you know. But she was feeling some kind of way because of the shit. And Tierra caught it. She said, do you feel some kind of way? Because I said something about you and Young Bird and y'all non-existent motherfucking relationship. See, I likes that motherfucking Tierra. The bitch is out of order. And the bitch will say her shit and stand up in it. I likes that kind of bitch. I like you, Tierra. Girl, you keep on letting them have it. And I sat there and I laughed because she thought she was really sliding one in on her. And when I looked around, I said, girl, she didn't let her have it. Again. But then she got sidetracked because we turn around and here comes Miss motherfucking Ray Ray. Roll in with a box of shit and dumps the box of shit down on the floor in a tattoo parlor. Just like a scorned woman. And that's kind of where we ended at. So he kind of caught Tierra off guard. But I'm sure she's going to get in his motherfucking ass next week. So we're going to hold on. And we're going to end this right here. And I'm going to wrap this video up here. But leave me comments. You can thumbs up or thumbs down the video. You guys don't know how that works. But I believe that motherfucking Tierra Marie is going to let Ray Ray have it next week. Stay tuned, guys. I love you guys. Follow me over at Twitter at spillitboy. Stop past my website at www.spillitboy.com where all the teas are spilling all the time. All right, guys. Thank you so much for clicking on the video, and I will see you guys next week. Bye, guys.